Hi Flosstube, I'm Liz, and welcome back to Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch for Flosstube episode 18. Hi everyone, I'm back! Thank you for joining me today. I took a little break and took a week off last week, and that just means that I have double the fun for you this week, including 2 completed stockings. Yeah, we'll get into that. I have some fully finishes. I have some finishes and a lot of whips and the giveaway winners. What else do I have? Oh, and I got out my big box. Well, I say big, my box of Christmas cross stitch, because today Rob and I are going to start putting up Christmas decorations. So I figured I would grab that box and open it here on camera with you and show you what I've stitched for Christmas over the years, and that I can put it up in my house later today. So yeah, let's get started. I have a lot to show you. This is probably a long one. Who knows? I haven't filmed it yet. But I'm going to start with fully finishes and then we'll get to those. First up in the fully finished parade are 2 more of my mom's gift tag ornaments. These are the Prairie Schooler ABCs, and this one is for my brother, and this one is for my nephew Charlie. And I finished them the same way I finished the others, with the little Christmas lights fabric and the gift tag finish. So there's 2 more for my mom's tree. Next thing that I fully finished is my hands-on design Mary Chockful. I did I did just like a little tassel finish, almost like this was, you know, a giant gift tag you would tie on a present. Let me show you the stitching without all the stuff though. I just love how this turned out. This is the hands-on design and Priscilla collaboration, Mary Chockful, and I stitched it completely as called for with the 32 count slate fabrics by Stephanie, and all the called for colors, and I just love the way the colors look on this black fabric. And I used this red Homestead Needleworks board, mounted my stitched piece, and used one of Lady Dot Create's, I think she calls them micro chenille. It's one of the little tiny chenille trims to just cover up the edge. And then I just tied on some red and white ribbon and a little piece of hollyberry. I felt like it matched, you know, what was happening in the stitch piece. And so this is just going to sit in a little frame holder, probably on my entryway table, and I love it. Oh, this turned out so cute. This little guy was in the Christmas ribbon section at Hobby Lobby a few years ago. Just felt pieces sewn together to create like a gift ribbon. I love it. My supply is running out. I'm gonna have to find more somehow if anybody still makes this. If anyone's seen it at Hobby Lobby, let me know, because I need to get some more. So yeah, that's Mary Chockful. Okay, next up is a little Christmas ornament that I stitched this past week. And this is from the Hands-On Design Square Dance. I think this is from the second Square Dance pattern. And I did change all the colors. Called for a lot of greens and 1 red. And I just picked what I had and what I liked. And I think it is so cute. I love the little tree held down by the bow on the car. Yeah, so that's just a little ornament I finished, and I'll get it fully finished soon. Mary by Heart and Hand. Okay, so another thing that I fully finished this week were the 2 Christmas quilts that I showed you in my last video. I just was waiting on the fabric for the binding, so I got the binding all sewed on to both of those, and I actually gave my nephews Charlie and Andy their quilt yesterday. And Charlie asked if he could be in the video today to show off his new quilt. So I'm going to show you that, and then I'll show you like an overview of what the finished quilt looks like. Okay. Well, can you introduce yourself first? Can you tell everybody who you are?
I'm Charlie.
Charlie. And are you my nephew? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And who's your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Who is it? Is it your mom? My sister?
Yeah.
Do you know her name?
What?
Your mom's name.
Her name's Allison.
Yeah. All right, so Charlie is going to show you the quilt that I made for him. You want to hold it up?
Yeah.
Wow. How cool. What's your favorite part?
Oh, the snowman.
You like the little snowmans right here? Do you like the backing, the softness?
Yeah.
Is it cozy?
Yeah, we gotta show them the bottom.
Okay, let's hold it up.
I can't see.
There you are. What else do you want to tell them?
I don't know.
You don't know? Huh? Oh yeah, do you want to tell everybody how old you are?
I'm 5.
5? Do you know how old I am? No? That's cool. We don't need to tell them.
And my little brother's 2.
He is. What's his name?
His name's Andy.
It is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And do y'all come over and hang out with me a lot?
Yeah.
You like to?
Yeah.
Cool.
And Mommy said I could have candy after this.
What? Okay. It's from the big orange bucket?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go do that then. Tell everybody bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Okay, should I finally show you the stockings? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so in my last video, I had told you that I was not going to let myself work on anything else until I finished Rob's stocking. So 2 weeks ago on Sunday, I posted that video, and then I just worked on the stocking. I worked on it all day Sunday, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and then I think I finally finished it maybe Thursday morning. So a few days ahead of my self-imposed Halloween deadline. And I love it. I fully finished these just a few days ago. Oh, let me just show you. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. How do I get it all in? Look at that. Just give you some close-ups. Yeah. Oh, I haven't lint rolled the back, but you can see the velveteen. I need to lint roll these guys, but oh my goodness. Yeah. I made stockings. Oh, wow. It was hard. And I had said I would try to film it when I was making them. I couldn't. I tried. It was just too much seam ripping and cursing and being annoyed and starting things over. These were a little bit of a struggle to put together. Not terrible, because I don't want to like discourage anybody from trying. I followed Vanna Pfeiffer's stocking tutorial to the letter. I don't think there's anything at all that I changed. It's like an 1.5-hour video that she has from a few years ago. I would go watch that several times, write down all the steps, because that's what I did. I just had her video up even though I'd already watched it, as I worked to make sure I was, following everything correctly. And I think it turned out so great. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say something I don't like about it, but I'm trying to be you know, because it's not going to be perfect. It's, you know, homemade, but I'm really pleased with how it turned out. So this is Rob's. And now let me show you mine. Yeah, here's mine. Love it. You can see my name takes up the full 9 blocks, so I had to be real careful to get all of my name in there. These are both over 1 stitching, which is this 25 count fabric, so it wasn't like the worst thing in the world, but those little pieces are both over 1. And oh, I love it. The quilt on the wall, sewing machine, the singer. Yeah. And then still need the lint roll, of course, but here's the back of my stocking. I need to like thumbnail this, right? So these are both Cooler Design Studio stocking patterns that I purchased as a PDF from the Cooler Designs website. And I also have the Better Homes and Garden book that came out, I think in the 90s, that published all of this line of stockings. I think there's probably like 10 variations, different rooms. And they're the Heirloom series stockings, and highly recommend if you're looking for a stocking pattern. They're so fun to stitch. It's 25 count mushroom Lugana, 3/2 with DMC. I did everything called for on these. I just couldn't be happier to have these finished and hanging up. I put them in the video for today, but later today they'll go into the living room where I can see them all the time. Yeah, these are my stockings, and I hope you guys love them. I love them. So happy. Okay, so those are my finishes this week. Love those stockings. So do you want to see what else I worked on this week? Let me show you. Okay, first up is my Santa's Trips by Barbara Anna Designs. And I just worked on this a few hours. Slow and steady on this one, I feel like. Just working my way across the top row. These blocks with the houses are definitely more full coverage than the animal ones, so this one's a little bit slower going, but I still love working on this with the NPI silks that I converted, and yeah, gave this one a little bit of love this week. This is on 40 count vintage maple syrup. Actually, somebody corrected me. Well, not corrected me, but they were Googling and saying that Lakeside vintage maple sugar existed, but they couldn't find vintage maple syrup. And I went and looked at the tag I had on this fabric, and it did say vintage maple syrup, but I think they're right. I think this was just mislabeled because it was a handwritten tag from the store I bought it at. So I think this is actually vintage maple sugar, but I don't really have a way of confirming that. It's just that vintage maple syrup doesn't seem to exist as a color for Lakeside. So anyways, and then I'm using my own conversion of NPI. This was a called for DMC, and I switched to NPI silk. And if you want that conversion, email me. I have it saved on my computer, and I will email it to you as quick as I can. I've sent it to several people, and I hope you post progress pics when you start, because I want to see. Okay, and since I was such a good girl and worked on Rob's stocking until I finished it, on Halloween I gave myself a little Halloween start, and this one is Cats on Parade by Blackbird Designs. I had showed this to you in my last video, and I had the perfect fabric for it, and so I started this. Here it is. On Vintage Sugared Ginger by Lakeside Linens. Just started, this is a cattail and leg. So, you know, I didn't get that far on Halloween. We had my sister and her family over to hang out, have a little Halloween party for the kids, and watched movies and ate candy, and drew in the driveway. We were drawing pumpkins and ghosts in the driveway and letting the trick-or-treaters grab candy out of the bucket, and it was a really good time on Halloween, but I didn't get that much stitching done. But I did get a little start on my kitty cats. What is it called? Cats on Parade. Love it. To be honest, I probably won't stitch on this much till next summer, till it gets closer to fall again. We'll see, but I love it, and I got my little start. Oh, and the black, what am I using? I'm using Espresso Bean, which is the called for black. It's really almost like a 3371, like super dark brown black. So yeah, Espresso Bean on Vintage Sugared Ginger, and this is a 36 count, so I'm doing 1 strand over 2. Next up this week is Christmas Eve by the Prairie Schooler. This is so much fun to stitch on. I was talking to somebody on Instagram this week, Lost and Floss, and we were both just saying how Prairie Schooler is just like comfort stitching, you know, like it's DMC, it's a few colors, it's kind of color blocked. They're just so well designed. Like they're just fun, easy to stitch, like with really, like it's just satisfying, I feel like, to stitch on a Prairie Schooler like this. So I had a lot of fun working on this one this week, and let me show you how much progress I made. So here is where I am. I think about 1/3 of the way through. This is about the halfway point right here. So I finished up the first reindeer, although I've realized that these little squares are supposed to be red, so I'm gonna have to figure out if I care about that and pick it out, or we'll see. I don't know why I didn't notice that the symbol changed. And then I put in a couple of the houses and the 3 of the words. Oh, I love this bottom snow with the words in it border. It's a little tedious to stitch because it's full coverage, but it is beautiful and I love it. Yeah, so that is, I'm doing this on Fabric Flare screen printed fabric. Tumbleweed is the color. So looks like this on one side, and then it's just white, kind of like Vintage Country Mocha. This is just, I think, a little bit darker and more model than Vintage Country Mocha, maybe. Yeah, so there's my progress on Christmas Eve. Okay, so the last thing that I worked on this week was actually a new start, and it's part of my haul. Do you ever, I'm sure you all do, but do you ever just see a pattern on Instagram and you're like, that is where, give it to me now, give it to me kitted, I need to start it right this second. Yeah. I saw this, I think it was Blackbird Alma on Instagram, posted that they were going to be releasing this pattern, and I'll show it to you in a second. And I think it was like one of the first days of October, and I saw it and I was like, what? Give me that pattern. Give it to me. Let me buy it right this second. And so I DM'd Wendy, who owns the Tinsmith's Wife, which I've talked about before, the best shop in the world. And I was like, when you get this in, like, can I have it kitted immediately? And she was like, yeah, of course. But it took forever to get to shops. So it just made it to the Tinsmith's Wife, and yesterday it made its way into my hands and I started it. So first I'm going to show you that I made it a project bag last night. That's how much I love this project. I made this little Christmassy, it's little mice doing the Nutcracker. And then the inside, here, I'll take the project out and I'll show you the inside. And then the inside is little Christmas records, because I figured, you know, the mice are dancing to something, right? So maybe they're putting some records on and playing some Christmas music. Okay, let me show you the project. This is Early Christmas Morning by Blackbird Designs. I love this. That little red house and the pink bow, and just the little circle of, I don't know, holly leaves, something, little green leaves and the red berries. And then this band all the way around the pincushion that says Merry Christmas, and like little Christmas rainbow letters. Oh, I love it. So I got it yesterday afternoon in the mail, started it immediately. Made a little bit of progress, so I'll show you. Okay, here's my progress. You can see I started both pieces at once. This horizontal band that goes around the pincushion is 1.5 inches by 18 inches. So I wanted to get that in place at the top of the fabric. And then I came down and started the big circle piece. I probably could have started this over here, but that's okay. I wanted to make sure I had plenty of room on my fabric. So there's my start on the big circle portion of the pincushion. Love all the shades of green, the little berries. Love these little rainbow letters. So I'm stitching this with all the called for. This is the 36 count R&R Winter's Brew with all of the week's Classic Colorwork Gast flosses that this calls for. It's perfect and I love it. There's just like really nothing much better than starting a new Blackbird Designs pattern, especially a Christmas one. Oh, I love it. And I've also never made one of these like round pin cushions before, so I am pretty excited to get to put this together. I think that's gonna be so cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try and finish this in like the next couple of weeks. It's really not that big of a pattern. I feel like I can do it. So you'll be seeing more of this one soon. Okay, so that's what I worked on this week. Let's do some giveaway winners. I had a couple of giveaways last week. So the first giveaway that I had from last week was this Blackbird Designs Give Thanks. This was number 1 on the giveaway, and I used the random comment picker to find everybody who commented with number 1 or the word 1. And the winner for this one is Elisa Reagan. So congratulations, Elisa. If you'll email me at elizabethankinstitch@gmail.com, I have that in the description box. I will send this chart to you. And then the winner of the project tracker cards, this was number 2, the number 2 giveaway, and that goes to Long Dog Stitcher. Congratulations, Jenny. I laughed when your name came up on the random comment picker because you had just said in your most recent video about how you feel like you win all the giveaways because you just comment on everyone's videos, and I think that's true because you won some project tracker cards. So if you want to email me, I will send these over to you. Congratulations. Okay, so I have a little bit of haul and I'm going to walk you through that, and then I'm going to open up this tub of Christmas stitching and show you what's in there. So haul. First thing, I told you that I got that early Christmas morning, or is it early Christmas? I'm forgetting the name already. My favorite new chart by Blackbird Designs from the Tinsmith's Wife. And then I also got her to send me Winter Rose Manor. This is the beautiful new Brenda Gervais chart that everyone is so excited to get. It's beautiful. I haven't gotten it kitted yet. I actually have most of the floss. And oh yeah, the fabric is something called Brenda's Brew, I think by R&R. That's, I think, probably a little bit more of a rare fabric, but Wendy did tell me she had it on order. Yeah, 40 count Brenda's Brew. So I told her when she got it in to let me know, because I think I probably won't start this one for a little while. I have way too many Christmas projects going on right now. So even I know my limits sometimes. So I probably won't start this one right away. So I'll just hang on to the pattern until I can get that Brenda's Brew fabric or something else that I like. And yeah, I just wanted to have this. So I got this one. I also got an order from Hollis Hands Creates on Etsy. She has a great Etsy store and she's in Texas, so shipping is usually super fast to me, which I love. So I got some flosses that I needed. I think a few of these are for my Feast of Friendship that I've been working on kitting up. Yeah, I've been kitting that up. It'll probably be like a Thanksgiving start or something just for fun. But yeah, so I got some flosses. I also got a new pair of my absolutely favorite scissors. I've already taken them out of the packaging. These are the Ginger. Let's see if you can read that. Ginger, G-I-N-G-H-E-R. The little 3.5 inch or 3 inch scissors. These are so sharp, great size. These are just my absolute favorite scissors. I have one pair. I wanted the second, so grabbed a pair of those. I also needed some more 26 count because it seems like all I have are 28, and sometimes when I'm doing higher or lower count fabrics, I want some 26s. So I grabbed another pack of those. She had a piece of Weeks Havana, which is such a great color. So I grabbed a piece of that. Then I got this pattern that I had not ever seen before and I love. It's little tiny Christmas stocking ornaments by Scissortail Designs. Yeah, Scissortail Designs. How cute are those? I love the little scissors on that one. I don't know if I'll have time to stitch any of these for this Christmas, but these will go in my tree at some point. And then the last thing I got from her, completely inspired by Misty Purcell at Luminous Fiber Arts, is Songs of the Season by Prairie Schooler. This is a reprint. I think they re-released this recently. I think Misty, not Missy, sorry Misty, had done this one, and I think I want to do the Deck the Halls as my first one. Oh, this is such a glare, but I'm sure you've seen this. Songs of the Season by Prairie Schooler. These are great. I think they finish at like 6x6 square or something like that. So they're not ornament size. They're definitely a little bit bigger, like a tabletopper type thing. But although Misty did hers 1/1 on some high count, or maybe it was just a 25 count. She did hers 1/1, so it was like tiny and super cute. But I think I'd probably just do mine on 32 or 36. Okay, and then the last thing I got in the mail this week were, well, I say this week, it was probably 2 weeks ago when I got these, were a couple of fabrics from Seraphim Fabrics. I am obsessed with her fabric. I've talked about it before. I placed another order. It does take a while. She's very popular, so it'll probably take maybe a month, maybe 3 weeks to a month to get here, but fine with me. It wasn't for anything urgent. I just wanted another piece of Dusty Road, which is definitely, I think, my favorite color, or most versatile color of hers that I love. And then I also wanted to try this color called Old Stationery. I had seen this on somebody's channel. It's really, really pretty. It's a little bit yellow grayer than Dusty Road, if you want a comparison. Yeah, but they're both gorgeous. I love this. I haven't had this color before, so yeah, I got this in 40 count and I got the Dusty Road in 36 count. Okay, so before I move on to my Christmas box, I did just want to mention a few Flosstubers that I've been watching recently. I don't know why I have trouble shouting people out on here, but I just assume like, oh, you all have seen them, but maybe you haven't. So I need to be good about mentioning who I'm watching, because I watch, well, I probably am subscribed to like 90 different Flosstubers, to be honest, because it's what I like to watch while I'm stitching. So I just wanted to mention a few that I've watched recently and that I love. And first is Hollis Hands Creates, who I just mentioned her in my haul. She has a great Etsy shop, and she also has a YouTube channel. She works on a lot of great projects. I feel like a lot of similar things to me. Like we have similar style in terms of stitching. So I really love watching her videos. I also want to mention Stitchuation Normal. I feel like everybody probably knows her, Kathleen. She is in Canada. She is a newer stitcher, and she just has really cool projects. She's working on a Little Women piece that I can't wait to see more progress on. And she's really funny and interesting, and yeah, she has really great videos. So, and also a really great haircut, Kathleen. So go watch her. Also, a brand new one that I just discovered is Crafty Cottage Stitches on YouTube, and I think they have 3 videos out now, and it's a mom and daughter, and they're great. They work on a lot of stuff that I love. They are both quilty people. That's not how you say things. They're both quilters, sewers. So they talk, quilting. They have the Lori Holt Christmas book, and they've been working on making blocks out of it, which is so fun to see. And yeah, they just did like a Christmas video, like all about what Christmas patterns they want to stitch, which that's so much fun to watch, right? Just get all kinds of inspiration for what other people want to work on, to give yourself ideas. So go watch them. And then Fancy Lady Cross Stitch. So I found her videos recommended to me maybe a week or two ago, and she works on the biggest, coolest projects. The fancy ladies, like the Mirabilias, and I don't even know the names for all of them because it's not anything I've ever stitched, but they're so cool. Like all the beading and the back stitching and they're beautiful. So I love watching that just because it's not something that is in my realm of stitching. Like I do stuff for my like home decor, but now watching this, I'm like, oh, maybe I need to do a fancy lady. I don't know. So anyways, and she's really sweet. So you should go check her out. I'll put links to everybody in the description box below. And if you know of any newer floss tubers that you think I haven't seen, I probably have because I watched them all. But yeah, leave them down in the comments below. And so I'll have new people to go check out. Okay. Oh, the camera's shaking because I'm shaking the table. You ready to see what's in this box? I haven't opened it yet. I'm opening it right now. So let's just go through it. I'm just gonna start pulling stuff out of here. It's all wrapped in tissue paper, so I'm gonna unwrap stuff and then show it to you so you're not listening to me crinkle, crinkle, crinkle with tissue paper. The first thing though isn't wrapped. And this is actually a gift. This was something my sister Lynn stitched for me maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And they're just beautiful little Christmas ornaments framed in a row. And so I set this up on my little storage cabinet in the living room for display for Christmas, and I love it. Okay, this next one I showed in one of my first videos. Oh, the tissue paper. Oh my gosh, this tissue paper is gonna kill me. Get out of here. This is Lizzie Kate. Oh, I'm gonna forget the pattern name. It's in my last video, or in my previous video, but I think it's Christmas ABCs. Well, no, I think that's another chart. Oh gosh, what was this one called? I can't remember. But I know when I showed this, a lot of people were like, where do I get that pattern? And I thought it was available because I knew that 123 Stitch had Lizzie Kate's back catalog. So it isn't available right now, but what I'm gonna say, somebody commented, well, a lot of people over the last couple of months have commented, where can I get this pattern? And I've always said, Google, I'm not sure, it looks like it's out of print, but maybe email 123 Stitch and see if they'll re-release it because they have the rights to all these patterns now. So finally, one of the commenters that I made that comment to commented back and was like, I emailed them. Guys, they said 123 Stitch says they want to re-release it. So yeah, if you've been looking for this pattern, keep an eye on 123 Stitch because, or maybe send them an email and let them know there's more interest. Because yeah, they did tell, oh, I'm forgetting your name. I'll have to look up the commenter's name, but she said that, yeah, she did email them and they were like, yeah, that's something we want to re-release. So looks like you probably will be able to get this at some point. This is, I can't remember the pattern name, but I stitched this on Monaco, 28 count Monaco that I hand dyed. This kind of aqua tea dye, a little bit tea dye, it's just mostly aqua. I used all the colorful colors. This was actually a kit, not just a pattern. And so I bought the kit from, I can't even remember where, but I bought the kit and just used my own fabric, and then I used the flosses. And then I finished it into a little 12 by 18 couch pillow with some Lady Dot sizzle, I believe it is, sizzle chenille trim. And this just sits in my bedroom on the chair in my bedroom at Christmas, and I love it. And it's got cat hair on it because my freaking cats like to nap in that chair and they lean up against it, and what are you gonna do? Okay, next up in the box of goodies is another Lizzie Kate. I stitched a lot of Lizzie Kate, guys. And this is my Christmas string. I think that's what these are called, Christmas string. And I totally copied Priscilla with mine because she had stitched hers on aqua, and I was like, yup. So I did the called for colors on this hand dyed by me aqua Monaco, and I mounted it. This is actually a board from Michael's that said hello fall, and I just flipped it around and mounted my piece here. This one I actually did do with magnets, although it's a little precarious. I don't want to take it apart, but I have done a summer string, and the intention was to be able to swap these out, but I don't know why I haven't done that. I just need to do that. But anyways, there's my Christmas string. Okay, next up is a pillow, and this, I know it's a Brenda Gervais, Basket Full of Christmas Time or Basket Full of Winter Time. I can't remember. I think I've also showed this in a previous video. It's filled with crushed walnuts. I did it. This was a kit I got from like Beach Cottage Stitchers or something. So called for fabric, called for flosses, and then just, I think it's vanilla. Lady Creates pom-pom trim around the edges. And I love, 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 love. I actually finished this probably right after Christmas last year. So this will be the first year that I can display it, and I love it. Oh, I forgot about this one. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, is this Lizzie Kate as well? Is that all I've ever stitched? I love her Christmas stuff. This is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I'm pretty sure this is a Lizzie Kate as well. And I stitched it with all the called for colors. Mostly, I think, Weeks Dye Works. Looks like this is probably on a 28 count Monaco, just like the tea coffee dye color of Monaco. I don't think I dyed this one. And I just did a really simple flat finish. It's batting and fabric on both sides, and this just sits in a little easel up on my front entryway table, and just a little simple bow on top. This one, I love a little simple finish. You can probably tell that from my stuff. But I just think this one's so sweet, and it just sits up in a little easel and looks super cute on the table. So cute. I like forget about them until I pull them out. This is another Lizzie Kate, one of the Merry Mini or Tiny Tidings. That's what they're called, Tiny Tidings. This one is Snow, the little snowman. I made a little pillow, just a little stuffed pillow with the Lady Creates trim and a little black velvet ribbon because I felt like it matched the colors of the words, and just a sweet little ornament. I wonder if there's anything not Lizzie Kate in here. No, I know there is. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So this is, ooh, is this Plum Street? I believe so. I'm gonna have to look up these patterns because, yes, I believe this is a Plum Street, but I can't remember the name. It is one of the tart pan finishes. And here it is. So stinking cute. Santa Claus ice skating, holding a little fat snowman baby. Like, what's better? Nothing. This just sits just like this on a table, and I love it. Okay, these ones I know I showed in one of my first videos because I stitched these over the summer, and these are Lizzie Kate Night Before Christmas sleds. So there's Santa, there's a little mouse, and the stockings on the mantle. So these will be new on my tree this year. These aren't cross stitch, but I did make these ornaments. These are wool felt ornaments with embroidery floss, sequins, and beads. These were actually my Christmas craft night with my friends last year. I cut out, I made templates, and everybody cut out shapes and embroidered or sequined or beaded, and we made little stuffed ornaments. So yeah, these go on my tree. These were made for me by my sister Lynn, who had also made me that Christmas ornament piece I showed you at the beginning. And she made these for me and Rob. Last year we moved in together, or he moved into my house in October. And so as just like a little housewarming Christmas gift, my sister made us these super cute cross-stitch ornaments, and they're on red Aida and with some variegated floss, and they're just so adorable. So thank you, Mel. Yeah, so I love having these on the tree. And they're she did such a good job finishing them too. They're like a felt circle that she like hand sewed to the back, and just a little wooden frame finish. I need to have her on my channel at some point, Mel, when you're here for Christmas. Yeah, you need to come show off your cross-stitch stuff. Okay, more ornaments and more Lizzie Kate ornaments. I have a lot of the tiny tidings, her ornament patterns, so I've made a lot of them. Yeah. Oh, this is one of my absolute favorites. Absolute favorites. I just did a flat finish with the cross stitch mounted over batting on a fabric covered backing, just felt on the back with a little rickrack hanger. And then this one is also one of the tiny tidings and has a little wreath charm, be merry. I use a little bit of chenille on this one. Again, just a felt backing. Love that guy. Oh, I love this one. I forgot about it. How could I forget about this one? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a Scarlet House pattern, and it's called, I'm almost positive it's Scarlet House. Yes. And it's called Have a Very Merry Christmas. Or maybe it's just called Very Merry. And I made a little flat fold stand up. I did the called for colors, but I used this pink, oh, it's like a hand-dyed Jobelin. I don't remember the color name, but I got it on 1-2-3 Stitch. It's just like, I did this last year before Christmas. Just like a hand-dyed 28 count Jobelin. I love this. This is one of the charts that came out last year that I was like, I need to stitch this right now. And I got it and I stitched it and I finished it into this little flat fold with a little cord trim that's all bent up from being in the box. So yeah, this will sit on a table. Oh, love that. Okay, we have a couple more ornaments. This is another Lizzie Kate tiny tiding, and this is Dash Away. Love it. Same kind of finish as the others, felt backing, mounted on fabric with some batting. This is a little bit of a thicker one, and I love it. Okay, so this last little ornament, I think this is the last one in the box, is a heart and hand ornament. And I know I changed all the colors on this one. I can't remember what it was called for, but I just used what I wanted to use and mounted this one the same way on some boards covered with batting and fabric and some felt on the back. Love it. And then I think we just have one item left. I think we're almost to the bottom. Okay, this last one is so cute. This is a Little House Needleworks sugar and spice, and I framed this myself and just put a big bow on it. And this one actually hangs in my kitchen, and I love it. I used all of the called for colors, but I think I just used whatever fabric I had in my stash. I know it's a 32 count. Yeah, so love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, so that's everything that's in my Christmas box, and I feel like I added some fun things this year, including stockings and some ornaments. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I sit down and I'm like, oh, I haven't made anything this year. I don't have any new Christmas stuff, but no, I know I have. So maybe in a couple weeks or so, I can do some sort of little Christmas tour photos of my Christmas decorations to share with you guys once they're all up. Okay, so I think that's all I have to share with you guys this week. Thank you so much for coming back and watching, even though I took last week off. Yeah, I will see you guys next week with, I'm sure, some more Christmas goodness. See you next week. Bye.